This time the zoo has euthanized 4 lions to make way for a new male lion. Animal lovers have taken to social media to heap criticism on the zoo. Erin McLaughlin has more.
Well, the Copenhagen Zoo says this is about maintaining a healthy lion population. On Monday, the zoo euthanized 4 lions, a 16-year-old male, a 14-year-old female, and 2 younger lions. Now, the male had actually been photographed earlier this year eating a part of a giraffe that had been controversially culled by the same. Now, that lion, zoo officials say, was very old and risked breeding with his own offspring. So to avoid that inbreeding, they took the decision to euthanize him and replace him with a younger male lion. The issue there being that this younger male lion introduced into this new pride would in all likelihood then attack and kill 2 of the younger lions. So rather than them facing a gruesome, grisly death, the zoo officials deciding to euthanize the younger lions as well. A decision that was met with international online outrage in the form of a petition over 50,000 signatures strong, calling on the Copenhagen Zoo to stop killing healthy animals. But it's a decision that has been backed by OASA, the European Association of Zoos and Aquaria, and that association coming out and saying that this is part of a healthy breeding practice standard really among zoos in Europe and the United States. It doesn't happen all that often, but sometimes they say is necessary. The difference here being that generally the practice is not this highly publicized. Erin McLaughlin, CNN, London.
Well, my next guest says she's appalled and disgusted by the zoo actions. Mira Holm Tansen is the chairwoman of Denmark's Organisation Against the Suffering of Animals. She joins me now live from Copenhagen. We also asked the Copenhagen Zoo to join our discussion, but they declined, saying they had nothing more to add. But what we do know, Mira, is that this existing male, very old, would have been likely to mate with his own offspring. That would create inbreeding, which wouldn't be healthy for that community of lions. So the whole group would have suffered if he hadn't been put down.
Yes, that is, of course, what the Copenhagen Zoo is saying. But once again, I must tell you that the Copenhagen Zoo is playing God. It's immoral and unethical to interfere with the circle of life by killing healthy animals. So Copenhagen Zoo has killed 4 healthy animals, 2 adults, 2 cubs, only 10 months old. It's unethical to breed animals and then kill them as soon as they don't fit into a program. It shows that Copenhagen Zoo has no respect or care for the animals.
The zoo says that those younger lions may have died anyway because the older lion would have killed them.
But why did they even get the older lion? Why did they get the new lion now? Why didn't they wait until they had a new place to put the 2 cubs? Why take a new lion into the zoo when they know that they have to kill 4 lions in order for that 1 lion to stay there? Why not wait?
Well, the other question that people are asking is why they didn't rehome the lion rather than putting it down. And they do argue that they did try that. The quotes are, unfortunately, there wasn't any interest. No one else wanted to take this lion. Of course, there are lots of people on social media today, as a result of this, saying that they would have taken the lion. Do you think they just didn't try hard enough?
What needs to be understood here is that OASA are an organization and collective of many zoos. So in essence, these zoos are setting their own guidelines. We should know that there are numerous zoos within Europe that are not members of OASA. So perhaps this is because the zoos disagree with the OASA's procedures. So I don't know if they follow the guidelines or not, but if you ask me if the guidelines are ethically and morally correct, I say no, they are not. They need to be found another solution and not kill all the animals just because they are surplus.
Well, we should say that all the social media chatter wasn't just against the zoo. There are, of course, arguments. Leal Peck wrote on the Copenhagen Zoo's Facebook wall in support. Zoo management is extremely challenging, she says. There are many factors, including space limitations, budget limitations as well. And genetics, infrastructure and society are also factors. She goes on to say that zoo professionals sometimes have to make difficult decisions that are unpopular with a society which is increasingly insulated from the harsh reality of nature. We do put down animals all the time to eat them. We do have this issue, though, with animals that we see in films or portrayed in cartoons being put down. Is there not this romanticization, if that's the correct word, romanticizing at least, of particular animals like lions and giraffes? We're just becoming a bit irrational about the whole process.
Yeah, well, we must understand the Copenhagen Zoo portrays itself as this family-friendly place full of cuddly and cute animals. They do that themselves. But when they kill the animals, the healthy animals, they say that is to ensure a healthy animal population in the future. So it doesn't add up. People need to understand that in places like Copenhagen Zoo, it's all about no longer fits into their money-making plans and program. It is executed. So no respect. They treat them in a non-ethical way.
Are you against zoos altogether?
Yes, I'm against zoo who kills surplus. And I'm against keeping animals in captivity.
Even if they're protecting the population of animals, they're encouraging breeding of a rare sort of animal that wouldn't survive on its own in the wild.
I think that if you take their basic needs, the animals' basic needs, and they are fulfilled in captivity, I'm okay with it. But of course, I'm not okay keeping an animal and wild animals in captivity just for the fun of humans, just for us to go and watch the beautiful animal in captivity. I'm against that.
Okay, Mira, thank you very much indeed. It's a huge debate around the world and people fall on one side of the argument or the other. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. As we say, we did try to get the zoo involved in that debate as well, but they weren't up for it. As ever, the team at Connect the World wants to hear from you. What do you think about the zoo's actions?